Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're out here at the field, obviously, and brought the Bearcat back out. We've only got one video on the channel of this airplane after the repaint flying, so last time we brought it out we had an issue though. I had the air valve begin to leak in the middle of the flight, and I noticed one of the gear doors hanging down on a fast pass, and they never do that. So I assumed I was running out of air, so I dropped the gear. Did a couple of practice approaches and then came in and landed. And it was like dead calm. There was no headwind, and I probably landed a little hot. And usually when you land a little fast, this thing can want to ground loop. Sometimes it's ground looped once or twice before, and so it started to ground loop and I couldn't stop it. And because the air was so low, the gear collapsed on one side, and when it collapsed it broke a couple of small pieces. So I was able to fix those parts because these are old landing gear and you can't just buy parts for them anymore. So anyways, it's all fixed up, and if you missed the last update video, I did change the tires to Robart tires, and I also set them up with quite a bit more friction so that way this thing won't just roll while taxiing without zero throttle input, so I can keep the idle just a hair higher and it won't quit, because I've been having to keep the idle so low to keep it from rolling or rolling quickly that it wouldn't want to stay running. So anyways, we're gonna take this thing up and see how she does. actually have a little too much right thrust in it because it goes off to the right as you go vertical, which typically you would think to the left because of the torque, but I guess I got a little too much side thrust in it, but it's also probably why it takes off so nice. Alright, gonna come for a slow roll. Next up, I'm going to set it for missed approach. So I'm going to come around here and get the flaps and the gear out.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Here comes my half flap. Doors. Oh, there's my gear. So this is a simulated wave off like you would do during carrier practice. Obviously this is a restored airplane model, so they wouldn't do missed approaches for carrier landings, but this is a standard practice for Navy pilots in training. So and if we were doing this on a ship, we would be turning to the left, not to the right. But since we don't have that option, we're going to go to the right. I'm going to do another one that was a little fast. Full flaps. Bit of a headwind here, so we'll take advantage of that very light breeze and go ahead and bring her in. So here comes full flaps. A little early on the flight, but that's alright. Almost a 3-point. That's about how Bearcats land. Hey, look at that, guys. I can taxi it. It's
30 seconds.
Christmas miracle. I love seeing that big old prop.
20 seconds.